My goodness, this is not the perfect setting, the place that I prefer to film, but I think it's really important. Actually, I woke up and I'm actually currently decided to go on a little bitty mini road trip and visit a city called Mitla. I've been here before, it's been in the vlog before, but I want to come here today and just kind of explore, let my brain kind of think. It's a nice little 40-minute motorcycle ride. And as I'm here, I want to just remind you to not let your heart keep you broke or make you broke. I'm realizing slowly as I'm in programs and with coaches and with people that know more than me that, and by the way, Mitla's amazing, by the way, that our heart, so many of you all who follow me, I know you have such a great heart. You wouldn't be here. If you have a horrible heart, it is tough to even be around me, I understand. And I've realized that I just want to remind you that there's so many people out there when you are giving with your heart and trying to have a business, that the two need to understand there's a separation. You can give your heart to your business, that works, but sometimes the reverse isn't always true. You know, I looked at myself, especially early in my entrepreneur, early in my YouTube channel, just being completely broke from a business standpoint, not even having a business, non-existent, because I was just trying to make my audience happy, because I care and I want them to succeed and I want you to succeed. I make my content a little different now, but I wanted everyone to succeed. I remember my first course I put together was this vlogging course that took me hours to film, hours to edit, and tried to sell it for $10, and I had one person get it. One person get it. Fast forward a year down the line, I had products that are hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars that people would actually get, but not necessarily my audience, people that I actually reached out to because they were what I was looking for. Because I've realized, and I'll make a separate video about this, is that sometimes anyone who's working on being an entrepreneur or is an entrepreneur now, you know that a lot of times we don't always attract the people who we want. You know, we sometimes attract the people who we are, and we were attracting people who we don't want as clients. And one thing I've realized is I've tried to give my heart and want to build a business and build it really on love and really trying to get people to change. I realized as I started to do that in a way that was just free for everybody, you know, and trying to bring people into the business, I realized that there's a huge amount of people that just want you to do the work for them. And I just wanted to remind you to be careful of that. Give with your heart, give the advice, everything, give it to everyone, and then charge people for the implementation. But understand, you can give and give and give and give and give, and then people will still try to people will just take without any regard for needing to replenish. And if you lead with your heart, as many people that I know and as I used to be all the time, it can be really sad that from a business standpoint, like I say, I'm talking about from a business standpoint, putting food on the table, that you can literally be giving everything, giving all the advice, showing up all the time, writing all the posts, the blog posts, the email sequences, all that stuff. And if it's to the wrong people, you'll stay broke. If it's to the wrong people, you'll stay broke. Listen, take it like this, and if you stuck to this part, then this is what matters. The right people cannot wait to pay you for what you have to offer to them. It's that simple. The right people can't wait. They will literally cry, thank you. They'll get irritated at you when they can't get through to pay you. I'll give you a very simple example. I remember very clearly, I think it was the 10th of September, 8 o'clock a.m., iPhone 14 comes out. And in my mind, I was like, I need that. I know I should buy stock. I actually did get stock as well. But I was like, that's gonna elevate the game to the next level. And I was like, I need that. But to get it, you had to wait till 8 o'clock in the morning. So I had just finished, I told you I was working a little job. I worked a little night shift and I'm back in the States. And I remember getting home at 7 o'clock in the morning, you have to wait until 8. 8:01, the website crashes for Apple. Anyone who was part of that, you already know. Website crashes, can't order the phone. I jump on Twitter to see what's going on. People are like, I'm trying to order, I can't order. People were literally fighting to hand over their money. Like, I remember just like I put in my information, my credit card information, tried to push send. I'm pushing send like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, it might charge me twice, but it's okay, I can return one of them. That's how much I wanted to give the money. The one guy said he tried on 2 different devices and found out they ordered 2 iPhones, but he's like, I got it though, with a smiley face. Like, when you hit the right people and you have what is true to your heart to the right people, people will run, they will climb through the rafters, they will climb through the windows, they will reach out to you any way that they can to get what you have. And I want to remind you that that's what's possible, and you can feel that. That's a real feeling. That's something that really can happen for you. People can be going all crazy trying to get a hold of you, trying to work with you. And when it's not to the right audience, it feels like a fight. And not like a fight like this is, goodness, it's like, not, I guess I shouldn't even say a fight. It feels like an uphill battle that's not as fun as it should be. It feels like you're being rejected at every single thing by people. Not wanting this, not wanting this, not wanting this. I just wanted to remind you that your people are waiting for you. So if you're down and out, if you're an entrepreneur, I think I'm a successful entrepreneur in some aspects, and I think in other aspects I'm a very much entrepreneur, because as I'm learning so much now, I'm realizing how little that I knew. And I know people starting early off, my whole goal on my channel was really to help people who were starting out at the very beginning. And as I've evolved, I still do, but my whole goal is to get everyone kind of elevated, and then those are the people I want to work with. Because one of my mentors said something today, and it really hit my heart. He said that my job is not to work with losers. My job is to help winners win bigger. And that hit so close to home to me, because I just felt so tired of like trying to give, and I remember just scheduling calls and giving away stuff, and then at the same time throw out like, hey, this is a very small offer that I have, is a $20 thing that you can get and it'll change your life, and people being like, I don't know about that. And that happened for a long time. Then I realized you eventually get to a point where you're just like, like, who are my people? Like, who am I? What do I have to give to people? And who are my people? And I realized so much of it in business, the reason why I was very unsuccessful is because I was trying to lead with my heart. Now, letting your heart have a say, doing it with love is different. But trying to start a business, for me, trying to get, and I would literally say that, I remember trying to get my first client for 4 months, trying to get just someone to allow me to work with them in a one-on-one setting to help change their life, and saying things nicely, pointing out what they need to do, offering free calls, and just literally burning myself out from a business standpoint, even though I was fine on YouTube, but from a business standpoint, because I was speaking to the wrong people. I like someone that I talked to the other day, and I think I might make this mine. They're like, my New Year's resolution is to stop talking to people who aren't listening. And I thought about that, and I started to think like I can't be the only one who at times feel that they're speaking just into the wind. Like, understand, like I say, most people want you to do the work for them. Like, this is just one example, but there's dozens of these. I get on the phone with a guy, this was probably a few months ago. He said, I think he was like 50 something years old. He wanted help. He said he's totally committed to change his life around. Totally committed. And I remember staying on the phone with him a little bit longer to show exactly how it would work out, what it would do, how long it would take, what he would need to do. He was very clear on it. And then I was asked him, well, you got to make a down payment to start this. And he's like, I don't have the money. I was like, well, how much do you have? And he was like, I only have like $100 to my name. And I was like, only $100? You are in a crisis. There's not that much of a difference $100 is going to make in the big picture of what you want to do. And I said, if you can get like $30, I'll give you this, put you in this group thing, because anyone can get $30. I'll put you in this group thing, and it'll benefit you and get you put on the right foot. He's like, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Never heard from him again. I can't tell you how many times that happened, which that is all my fault. And it's natural that I was attracting that, especially back then. Because just was trying to be the guy who helped everyone. But being the guy who helped everyone, what if there was a better way to do it for you? What if there was another way that maybe you just don't see? What if there was a better way for you to reach people and make money, guys? Forget, like, my old mindset was like, I'm just gonna show everyone how you can travel the world and live without money. Forget that. Having money is amazing. Having money, like if you don't think money is amazing, one thing I think you should do, if you don't think it's that big of a deal, when you get your next check, take 10% of your check, walk up to someone on the street who's just sitting there, or go into a diner or somewhere like this late at night or early in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, go to a 24-hour place, go to a waitress and just hand her 10% of your salary for that week and smile at her. And then leave the restaurant and look through the window at her. Like, it could change people. It can really help people. And if you aren't in a position where you can do that, you're almost like limiting yourself, so to speak. Like, you're limiting what you can do. Like, if you think you can reach people now, imagine if I gave you $1 million, how many people you could reach, how many people you could help. So it's like just a reminder, it's great to do things with love. Do everything with love, always. But leading from the heart in your business, I just want to remind you that if you're frustrated and it's not working out, just understand you're maybe just talking to the wrong people. You're just talking to the wrong people. And one of the big things, and they talk about this in the group coaching, one of the big things that shifted for me, and maybe you guys have seen it, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this in my channel, is I stopped talking to my audience on my channel, and I started speaking to the people who I wanted as the audience on my channel. I started speaking to the people who I want to work with. Like, making travel videos is nice. Answering travel questions is okay. People leaving me comments like, Luke, when are you gonna go back to Bali? You should come back to Bali. The videos are more entertaining back in Bali. Or go back to Poland. You should go back to Poland. You see more happening. It's like, that's not the point of my life, to be a little test dummy that goes out for people. And I was like, that's my fault for making that intention. It's like, it's to influence people to live a better life than what you have now. If you're not happy with your life, to know that you can change it. You can leave. You can learn a new skill. And the more that as I speak with people, the more I realize that it's something that a lot of people just forget about, because we're just being too nice. We're just being too nice. Hola. We're just being too nice to people. And although that's great, to make it in business, to be able to feed your family, to do things like this, at some point you gotta decide, like, what if there was another way? What if I could do more, be more, have more, give more? And staying broke in the honor of I'm just helping people, what if there was a better way? And I don't know where I want to go with this rant, but this is the question that came to my mind today, and I was like, I need to talk about it. I need to get it off of my chest, because I know that I have struggled a lot, even in the last few years on this channel, because I just wanted to help everybody. And I just wanted to give of my heart to everyone. And sometimes when it comes to a business, it's about really solving a problem for people that your heart is a part of. And then from that point, getting the right people to pay you to help them solve their problems too, because they believe in your ability to help them. So, hope this video helps someone out. Hope it's helped someone out. And yeah, just got a lot on my mind, a lot of thinking, so much is going on, I guess. I think for a lot of people. But how are you? How are you? Just having a nice little chocolate with you. I'm giving you guys what's on my mind, and I want you to succeed. I want you to thrive. I want you to make money in your side hustle so that you can leave your job, or you can leave where you're from, or maybe it's just the courage that you lack and you'll be able to do that. do what you truly want to, because you just leave that behind and you just go, you jump. And I hope that this rings true for someone, and I appreciate you all. I can't express enough how much you all have inspired me, and as I learn and as I'm teaching you all, I'm learning so much even more. So I appreciate you all. I thank you all for being here. You guys who say it's like walking with a friend, I hope this felt like a coffee with a friend. That's what I hope it feels like. And on that note, guys, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my time here in Mitla, and I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Speak to you later. And in the meantime, everyone always remember to work hard, be brave, and don't forget to smile. Ciao. Cheers.